Welcome back to the Deep Dive. Today, we're digging into a really interesting source. It connects the pretty intense world of rugby with some genuinely profound life lessons. We're going to explore discipline, integrity, temptation, all through the lens of the game.
That's right. The source is a commentary called Rugby, Lessons in Discipline and Integrity. And it definitely views the game through a unique lens, often using spiritual metaphors, actually.
Interesting.
Yeah. And our mission really is to pull out those powerful insights, the ones that resonate way beyond the rugby field,
Yeah.
to help you maybe apply them to your own life.
Okay, yeah, let's unpack that connection then, starting right at the heart of the game itself.
Well, the source really emphasizes that in rugby, every single move counts. Every decision, it carries weight.
And it draws this parallel, right, to the constant presence of temptation in our lives.
Exactly. It even references biblical accounts just to underline how these moral tests are always there, ever present.
So how does rugby illustrate this?
It uses a core rugby tactic, the rolling maul. It's quite fascinating.
Okay, the rolling maul. Remind us.
Sure. It's where players bind together really tightly, like shoulder to shoulder, and they drive forward together as this single powerful unit.
Right.
And the referee, who the source interestingly calls dominee, which is a term for a pastor in its South African context.
A moral guardian, kind of.
Precisely. A moral guardian.
Yeah.
He watches super closely. And this is where temptation really kicks in, especially for who the source calls the haters.
The haters, okay.
Yeah, these are players tempted to collapse the maul, basically to break the rules, break formation illegally, just to get an unfair advantage.
Ah, okay. That's a really vivid picture, isn't it? That struggle between playing fair and, well, taking a shortcut for a quick win.
Definitely. And the source points out that in rugby, just like life, that line between right and wrong, it can get kind of blurry under pressure.
So what does the source suggest guides us then in those moments?
Well, it comes back to rules and their purpose. Rugby, it stresses, demands discipline. It demands integrity.
And the rules are there for a reason.
Exactly, to guide towards fair play. So when these haters collapse the maul, it's not just a penalty in the game. It's used as a metaphor for the real-world consequences of, giving in.
Giving into temptation.
Right. The source argues that just like rugby enforces rules, our own lives have ethical frameworks, societal norms.
Yeah.
They're designed to guide us towards integrity, to hold us accountable.
Okay. Then the source takes it further into what it calls haters territory.
Yeah, those really challenging parts of life, metaphorically speaking.
Yeah.
It describes this powerful maul forming with both newcomers and experienced players.
Right.
And it calls these players sinners, setting up their maul with innovative strategies. But, and this is key, they have to stay vigilant.
Because,
according to the source, the devil is always planning an ambush. Always.
An ambush? Like what?
The sinners risk falling into traps. Things like illegal drugs, corruption, even pride. Pitfalls that can derail not just a career, but an entire life. It's a powerful illustration of those universal risks we all face, really.
It really serves as a reminder, doesn't it, that our actions today genuinely shape our futures.
Absolutely. Investing wisely and the source means financially and morally, that's what ensures a brighter tomorrow.
And it warns about bad advice, too.
It does. Others might try to lead you astray, it says. But the foundation of lasting success, in this source's view, well, it lies in discipline, integrity, and cultivating faith.
Okay, so let's bring it back to the listener. What does this all mean for you? We've looked at how rugby can sort of mirror life's moral battles.
Yeah, the constant presence of temptation, the need for rules, for ethical standards.
And the value of discipline, integrity, and faith in building a solid future. It really hammers home that our actions today shape tomorrow.
And the source really emphasizes those core virtues: discipline, integrity, commitment to something bigger as the foundation, the bedrock of lasting success, whether that's professional or personal. It's a strong call, really, to align our moral compass with our actions, just like players on the field have to stick to the spirit of the game, right?
Right. So here's something to think about as we wrap up this deep dive. Consider this. What lessons have you drawn from your own experiences that maybe resonate with this rugby narrative?
Yeah, and maybe how do you maintain integrity and discipline in your own professional life?
Especially when you face those moments of intense pressure or, the temptation of an easy shortcut, those haters, or the risk of an ambush. Something to think about.